We're going to begin with a huge trade in the WNBA. Breaking news here on SportsCenter. Angel Reese is on the move. The WNBA star traded today from Chicago to Atlanta for 2 first-round picks. Reese has led the league in rebounds in each of her 2 seasons.
Who's the best player in the country?
So the media or me?
As you see it.
I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
Okay.
Overnight, everything changed. The sympathy that once surrounded Angel Reese vanished. One trade flipped the narrative, moving her from the struggling Chicago sky into the high-pressure spotlight of a contender like the Atlanta Dream. But here's the question no one is asking loud enough. What if this move doesn't elevate her, but exposes her? Because when expectations rise as quickly, the game doesn't just change, it reveals everything.
Oh, man, it's going down like Young Jock. This is crazy. The freaking free agency period, it just started. It just started today, and Angel Reese is already traded. Also, the WNBA is backlit. The WNBA is backlit already. We got things happening already. Boom, Angel Reese traded to the Atlanta Dream. Talk about a way to kick off free agency.
Here's what people don't say up front. When a team gives up multiple first-round picks for you, they're not just investing in your talent. They're betting on who you are, your identity, your consistency, your ability to carry pressure that multiplies overnight. That kind of investment doesn't come with patience. It comes with expectations.
Very, very happy for Angel Reese. The Chicago Sky have been awful. They won 13 games a couple of years ago, went 10-34 last year. I'm used to Angel Reese being in winning situations. 14 points, 12 rebounds a game. She's a glue piece. She's somebody that's very, very capable. And Atlanta is coming off a really, really good season. They went 30-14 last year. You know, they lost in the first round, but they still played, and they're still competitive. So to be willing to give up a couple of first-round picks for the services of Angel Reese.
That's why the reaction from Stephen A. Smith felt celebratory on the surface, but carried a deeper message underneath. Because the reality is simple. Angel Reese is no longer in a situation where losses can be explained away. Now, every result matters.
She thinks that they think that she could be valuable for them. It's going to put her in a winning situation. Her personality is just vibrant where, you know, the Atlanta community will magnetize themselves towards her. I like the situation for Angel Reese personally. I'm very, very happy for her.
I love this too. This trade is probably good for Chicago. I know Angel Reese, I don't know that she was ever truly happy there, so I hope that she finds some happiness and they win a lot of games for her there.
Very, very cold there.
In Atlanta.
Very, very cold there.
Stop it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the outfits that she likes to rock and all that stuff.
That's true.
You can't rock that in Chicago.
Stephen A. Smith called a win, and in many ways, he's right. Chicago had reached a point where development felt more like survival than progress. And a player putting up consistent double-doubles deserves meaningful basketball, not empty stats in losing games. He pointed to Atlanta's 30-win season as proof that this is a team built on structure, competitiveness, and purpose. But that also means one thing. The standard just got higher.
I don't think Angel should be criticized at all. You know, no matter which way it goes, she should never be criticized for what she did. I think everybody knew there was going to be a little trash talk in the entire tournament. It's not just me and Angel. So, like I said, I'm a big fan of hers.
What looks like a fresh start also comes with an invisible contract. Atlanta isn't asking Angel Reese to slowly figure things out. They expect her to contribute to winning immediately. And that's where the narrative shifts from excitement to evaluation. In Chicago, inconsistency could hide behind team struggles. Effort and rebounding could soften inefficiencies. But in Atlanta, every possession will be judged through one lens, winning or losing. That means her offensive limitations, decision-making, and adaptability will be scrutinized like never before. And here's the irony. While Reese steps into this pressure now, Caitlin Clark has been living in it from day one, balancing performance demands with relentless media attention. Now the lines blur, because Reese is entering that same spotlight, just with far less room for error.
News broke. Reese, she posted a picture on her Instagram wearing an Atlanta jersey with the caption, "An Angel's Dream, ATL."
Oh, I love it.
What up? The Dream also trading for one of the WNBA's most dominant rebounders in history. Within a player's first 2 seasons, she set league records for the most rebounds at 446 rebounds per game at just under 13 a game and double-doubles at 49 within her first 2 seasons in the W.
And this is where the Real story begins. Not with trade details or draft picks, but with the shift from potential to proof. The Atlanta Dream didn't make this move for personality alone. Yes, Angel Reese brings energy, visibility, and a powerful connection with fans. But that's not what wins games. Atlanta invested in production, impact, results. Because in a contender's environment, highlight moments and social media presence don't carry the same weight as performance that translates into wins. Now, Stephen A. Smith has been optimistic about her fit, and he's not wrong. Reese's charisma matches a city that thrives on bold personalities. But with more wins comes more attention. And with more attention comes deeper scrutiny, more breakdowns, more comparisons, more pressure. And here's where things take a sharper turn. Because a growing number of critics believe this move won't just elevate her, it will expose the parts of her game that were once hidden by circumstance rather than refined through necessity.
It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me.
If Angel Reese adapts, this trade becomes a masterstroke, a moment where talent finally meets opportunity. But if she doesn't, that same move could quickly be seen as an overinvestment. That's the uncomfortable truth beneath all the excitement. Because the league is evolving faster than expected, largely fueled by the attention brought in by players like Caitlin Clark. And with that evolution comes a higher standard. It's no longer enough to dominate in just one area. The spotlight now demands versatility, efficiency, and consistency, with almost no room for flaws. Reese has built her reputation on toughness, rebounding, and intensity. But in Atlanta, every rebound, every missed shot, every defensive lapse will carry more weight than ever before. This is where it circles back to Stephen A. Smith. His confidence reflects belief, but also sets expectations. Because now, Reese won't just be playing, she'll be proving. And if she delivers, this becomes a defining turning point in her career.
Talk about a way to get things started. I told you guys that the Chicago Sky were done with Angel Reese. I told y'all the GM wanted nothing to do with her. Okay, I told you guys he was moving her. I told you guys she could be moved by the draft. I literally told you guys this. Okay, and look, take a look at the. Hold on, man. I don't play. Look at this. I put this up. The title says it's over. Angel Reese is done in Chicago. Looking to trade her immediately. I put that up 4 days ago. I've been telling y'all the GM was done with this girl and he was moving on. I told you guys.
And this leads to the most fascinating part of the entire situation. Not the trade itself, but the timing. The WNBA is experiencing a surge in attention, and every major move now carries amplified consequences. Every player stepping into the spotlight is doing so under conditions that didn't exist just a few seasons ago. Angel Reese is no longer just a rising talent trying to find her place. She's now part of a bigger conversation about the future of the league, the next generation of stars, and how they handle pressure at an entirely new level. Because visibility is both a gift and a test. More eyes can elevate a player, but they also demand proof. Proof that the game translates. Proof that the impact leads to winning. This is where everything changes. It's no longer about what she could be. It's about what she is. And the truth is, no one knows how this story ends yet. Because beyond all the hype, all the analysis, and all the debate, one question still remains unanswered.